Zootopia 2 is only 4 months away, which is crazy to think about, and yet I feel like I've heard no one talking about the biggest new addition to Zootropolis, and that is Gary the Snake. He is everywhere in the promotion, literally being the 2 in Zootopia 2 and making him, Nick and Judy a trio for this brand new film. But who is Gary the Snake, and should we be concerned about whether he's going to be a villain or not? Today we're going to run through everything that we know about this brand new snake. But before we go any further, please make sure that you've clicked that red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on. Now, Gary is played by Qui Kwan and is the first snake to enter Zootropolis. Now, this city might have a wide array of animals as we have seen from the first film, but reptiles are so far non-existent, so this is a big deal. We know that Zootropolis does deal with a lot of racism through the portrayal of these animals, such as the first film challenged the assumption that all predator animals would want to hurt you, and the same could be said for reptiles. Since they are outsiders, anyone living in Zootropolis would feel quite cautious of them coming in, considering their, don't mind my pun, slithery, snaky behaviours. And I reckon this is going to be the main theme of the film. How should you cope when an outsider who is different, visibly different, comes into your city? And I feel like that's how Zootropolis is going to tackle racism in this film, and I think they achieved it really well in the first film, and I'm really excited to see how they tackle it in this new one.
When he shows up in town for unknown reasons and panics the whole city.
Now, we know that from D23, the appearance of Gary the Snake in Zootropolis is what prompts Nick and Judy to go on an undercover mission to find and retrieve him. And from the teaser trailer, it looks like they learn that Gary isn't actually bad, but everyone thinks that he is bad, probably because he is a snake. Now, maybe he's been framed about something, but since they're undercover, Nick and Judy spend the entire film trying to protect Gary, and in doing so likely become convicts themselves. Now, the reason I say that is because we see them running through the different biomes not in their police uniforms but in their undercover uniforms, trying to escape from the police with Gary. So I reckon Nick and Judy will almost become criminals alongside Gary in order to protect him. And at the end of the teaser, we seem to see who the main villain of this film is going to be. However, since we see this villain, does this mean that Gary will necessarily be good or not? Or is he simply just tricking Nick and Judy into making them think that he is innocent? After all, this franchise isn't new to having twist villains who appear that they're good, but in reality are actually behind everything that's happening. Obviously, Mayor Bellwether was exactly like this in the first film. After all, the definition of being snaky is going behind someone's back or conning them. Is Gary secretly doing this to Judy and Nick throughout the film and has actually tricked them into thinking that he is a good guy when he is not, and it'll all be revealed at the end? And the reason why I say that is because this is what the creators had to say.
Reptiles have a shady past in Zootopia. This creepy, slithery, highly venomous viper. That when we first meet Gary, he's a bit of a wanted reptile that Judy and Nick are trying to find.
He is terrifying and villainous.
But then again, like I said before with Mayor Bellwether, this franchise has already done a twist villain before, so would that just be too obvious if Gary is another twist villain and therefore he is actually innocent? Or is this all a double bluff? Who knows? However, I think this does mean regardless that the villain and Gary are connected in some way. Maybe Gary is related to the villain or used to work for them or something to do with that. They've got to have some sort of connection, especially from this moment in the teaser trailer where it looks like Judy and Nick are concerned because they don't know who exactly this villain guy is. But Gary does look very terrified, so I think there definitely is some connection between them. And unfortunately, there isn't a huge lot to go off since we've only had the teaser and the little clips that we've had from D23 so far, but it's likely that we're going to get a full trailer very, very soon, within the next month or so, considering it is coming out in November, and certainly we'll get some information at the next D23, which is happening at the end of August. So I'm so excited to find out more about Gary the Snake, but what do you think Gary the Snake's story is going to be in this new film? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, we've been here on Gated Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
clown around, yeah, and we can